today. Um, Hope it's good. So the plan here is to work on the display some. Had a little bit of a hiccup because I have no idea where my static grass applicator is. No clue whatsoever. So, yeah, kind of having one of those days. Normally I just keep it right here under the table, where, under the display table, I've kind of got these nifty shelves here, and yeah, no clue where it went off to. So it's not like I would have used it anywhere else besides here. So it's going to be one of the great mysteries of the world is, where has my static grass applicator gone? So obviously you can see was doing a little bit of gravel work here on the shoulder of the road, and I've just got some sort of brush marks here. I'll get that sort of all straightened out eventually. Probably not this this episode necessarily. If you guys follow me on the last episode, I worked on the road this way. I'll show you. I've worked on that some more since then, so I'll show you guys that in a little bit. I like it. I think it's really starting to look like a nice sort of county highway, county road, if you will. So I'm liking the way it's looking so far anyway. So anyway, what's up, everyone? Thanks for joining me tonight. I sure appreciate it. Feel free, as always, to ask questions related to farm toys, farm tractors, whatever. Farm displays, all that fun stuff. I just, if I'm talking a little funny, I just had my first ever cavity filled today. So, anyway. So I'm still a little bit numb on the right side of my face. I just had that done at about 4 o'clock. So yeah, and it's starting to come back a little bit because I can feel it for sure. Probably should have took some Tylenol before I started this, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. It's not like it hurts a whole bunch. It's just like there's some soreness there, especially when I'm talking. No big deal though. What do I use for roads? So I use a Woodland Scenic road kit, actually. At least for the asphalt roads. Super easy to use. I think I did a video on it, so if you guys, you might want to check that out. If I didn't do a video on it, I should have. Anyway, super easy to use. It goes a long way. You can see I've got a pretty good stretch of road through here. Kind of cuts diagonal across my display, and I still have a ton of material left from that kit. So very easy to do. As far as gravel roads, I use Woodland Scenic's Railroad Ballast. This is a cap to my water cup, sorry. It is very hot here in the great state of Illinois. I'm sure it's probably hot where you guys are too. It's summertime. So trying to drink loads and loads of water to stay hydrated and all that fun stuff. Am I going to Rantoul? Unfortunately, I am not. I had planned to initially. Unfortunately, it just fell through real life stuff. So Chris also uses that. Chris, you should have a package tomorrow, by the way, bud. According to tracking, if it doesn't get lost somewhere, I'll shoot you a message about it. Let's see. I did that 496. It looks good. I'm gonna paint it brownish and red. Oh, and weather it. Sweet, Dylan. That's awesome. That sounds great. Anything I should do to my Kinsey DMI thingy? You know what, Landon? I don't know, but that build is cool. That's just one of the coolest builds. I actually need to maybe shoot you a message after this about some of your builds and stuff. Anyway, I'll shoot you a message after this, though. Let's see. I thought I missed a question. Maybe I did. Oh, and weather it. So weathering this road has been just complete experimentation with me. So these are like weathering chalks or pastel chalks, and I got these at Hobby Lobby. A buddy of mine said to get them, and basically what I do is I take my hobby knife and I just shave off a little bit of some different colors to kind of give it a more of a unique blend into this little cuppy thing here. And then I will brush it onto my road. And so, here, let me just bring you over. So this is the part I've really been working on and experimenting on. I haven't gone too far yet. As you can see, I haven't even finished the end of this board yet. Just because I wasn't sure how this would turn out. This is really my first go at this, I guess. So, but so far so good. Like I've got some patches. You can see I've got some cracks that I built in there or drew in there, and I just used an acrylic paint marker for the cracks. And I don't know. I like it so far. I don't know. I'm sure it's not like national show worthy or anything like that, but I don't intend to really do that. So, just out here having fun, playing around with toys. So, anyway, I don't know. Can only stay for a minute. Oh, okay, Kyle. Well, happy birthday to your friend. Thanks for stopping by anyway. It's going good. I'm glad that here things are going good with you. Awesome news. I did an interview with Kyle the other day, and we're going to have him on the podcast very soon, as soon as I can finish editing that down. So, hey, Cody. Anyway, I'm excited about that. I think it's going to be fun. I want to do more of the interview things for sure with people because I just think that's fascinating, and I think it's really neat to get other people's kind of side of this hobby, if you will. Finished up the. Oh, cool. Yeah, I saw a picture of that Wilmar you were working on there, and that was really neat. More interviews. Cool. I'm glad to hear you've listened to every episode. I appreciate that. I really do. Podcast is weird because it's one of the things you don't get a ton of feedback on necessarily, so it's kind of odd. Um, but it's fun. I've really enjoyed doing it, and as we get closer to winter, I'll be able to do more for sure. It's just been this spring and summer have just been odd and busy, and I don't even know how to explain it to be honest with you. It's just things have been odd. So yes, I did, Chris. I used the Woodland Scenics asphalt thing. Let's see. It is. Let me see. I've got it right here. I think. Yeah. So this is what I used. So it worked good, I think, for the most part. Like I said, obviously the part where where this camera is pointed at is goofy right now, but that's because I've been working. I do have my gravel mostly down and in place over there where I want it. So attempting to build your first shop shed, that's fantastic. I'm glad to hear that. Any ideas for a shop floor? So a couple ideas actually. A piece of styrene would work great, or you could just paint your foam, your bottom of your foam gray. Or I think if you really wanted to get kind of crazy, you could probably use this stuff if you really got into it, kind of laid it out correctly. I think that's an idea too. So, oh, broke your wrist, man. I hate to hear that. Yeah, that's terrible. Hope you get well soon. Um, yeah, I hate to hear that. That's not good. So the plan tonight was to put some really long. I think I've got 12 millimeter static grass all through here, and but like I said, the applicator just disappeared on me, so it's kind of weird. Just joining. What did you use for your gravel? I use Woodland Scenics ballast. So it's like a blend. Oh, let's see if I can get to it. It's over on the other side of the table. This is gonna be weird, and there's gonna be some movement. So just if anybody gets motion sickness, just look the other way for a minute here as I do this. Let's just grab a bit here, and I'll show you. Let's see. I'll put that there. I'll move the chair back or the table back. Okay, and I dropped it. Okay, so I use this stuff right here. I really like the gray blend. I like the fine shape. I know other guys use other things, and obviously there's no necessarily right or wrong way to do it, but that's what I use. So, oh man, Yeah, I would have loved to have seen Chris's technique on that. That would have been fantastic to kind of get some different. Yeah, that makes sense to dilute that now. Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool how that he did that. Hopefully, there's a group of guys that are trying to kind of get some stuff going, like seminars and things like that at shows, and hopefully that gets going, and maybe some of those techniques can be shared around more so than they are kind of now. I mean, I know they are now, but you kind of got to, be there. So, what do you think about the new John Deere 8960? I'm excited about the new 8960. I can't wait. I want many of them. Um, the 8960 is one of my favorite tractors of all time because we used to have a real one on the farm, and I put a lot of acres on an 8960. So I'm just playing, in case you're wondering what's going on here, guys. I'm just kind of playing right now. Because, like I said, plans sort of fell through a little bit, so I apologize if this ends up being a tad disjointed. There's a big train hobby store very close to me. Think they would have a lot of that stuff. They would, yeah. They would definitely have most of that stuff you're looking for. I'm almost certain of it. Uh, so where do I get my barns? This barn my wife built, actually. She scratch built that. Um, so she's used balsa wood. She like literally hand made all of the little cuts and knots and holes and stuff in the wood, and then the corrugated is corrugated from, I want to say, gosh, I don't remember exactly. It came from a hobby store. Anyway, and so she made the roof, and then I don't know. She has her own weathering technique on that. I don't have a clue what that is. So, but yeah, she had her own weathering technique on that. Hey, what's up? What's up, John? I'm doing okay. Glad you made it. Yeah, best barns are hand built. Yeah, I agree. I think it's just I always appreciate hand built barns. Uh, Guys, kind of doing that sort of thing. It's just a talent that I don't really necessarily have. I don't know that I've ever. I've built some structures myself, but I think I'll leave that to my wife from now on. She's just so dang good at it. I mean, I love that barn. It's an attention getter for sure. It really catches the eye. Need to show some versatile. My favorite toy tractor. I will tell her. She'll appreciate that there, football god. She will. She likes hearing that. I think my favorite toy tractor that I've made is probably my KP 1400 Steiger. Probably my favorite just toy tractor like that was released. That's a tough one. There's been some really good ones over the years. Maybe the Wright Earthquake, maybe, or the 740 Big Bud, possibly, or even the 4450 Authentics. One of those three for sure, or some other that I think of eventually. I just realized I'm putting stuff on the side of this barn. You guys can't see it worth a darn because of how I have the camera situated here. I apologize for that. Let's see if we can. I know it's messy over here, so you guys are just gonna have to deal with that. Trust me, it's improving. My mess is getting better by the day. Oh, my wife is tuning in upstairs apparently. So I need to do some new buildings for my display. Ertl buildings aren't doing. Yeah, Ertl buildings are a great starting point, and you could even probably customize those. But I do know, Landon, that you have the talent to make some awesome buildings. So, ooh, my least favorite tractor. Ooh, oh man. Yeah, Chris, I agree. Like, I cannot make a square building. I've tried it; it just doesn't work. That's we just have the wife do it. And I agree, you cannot afford my wife's building ability. You just can't. She's priceless. um, oh, I'm still thinking on this least favorite tractor. That's a great question. Oh, such a good question. I want to say like I honestly want to say like a Case 1470 or something like that. I don't know. I just never. I don't know. Just something about those I didn't care for. Um, I don't know. And then probably I can probably dig out the toy. Um, because I just happen to have. So probably my least favorite toy, and this isn't fair because I love international tractors, is this guy. And I've got it down here because I kind of keep thinking I'm going to do something with it, but I just think the cab looks weird on this thing. Obviously, we're like talking 1980s Ertl wheels and tires; they just look wrong. The grill on the front is, um, I don't know. There's the back end is literally nothing. It's just literally a slab of die cast with a hitch. So I don't know. That's probably my least favorite toy tractor. I would say. Like I said, I keep that close because one of these days I'm going to do something with it and make it right. Yeah, national. Yeah, I agree. The National Farm Toy Show Steiger with the wrong cab that they knew had the wrong cab and still didn't bother to change it is a huge pet peeve of mine. And I know you guys have seen this tractor before, but this is what it can be with a little effort. Put a correct hood on there. Wow, we're right behind a tree. Put a correct hood on there. Uh, Cut the engine out. Put the correct engine in there. That's a beautiful looking tractor compared to the incorrect one. A Versatile 375. Haha. How dare you? And I don't even know. Like I don't know. For some reason, I just have an axe to grind with those Case tractors, and I don't know. There's just something about them that's a little weird. And I like Case tractors, and I obviously love international tractors. So it's not, it's nothing that's like biased against me. It's something I don't like about them too much. For some reason, they've just always looked weird to me. Let's leave that there for a minute. I'm gonna cut off some more of this ground clutter foamy stuff that I'm working on. So this stuff just came in a package from, stuck in the tree, from Woodland Scenics. And it comes in this huge clump. And I suppose if you want, I think it's called a briar patch is what they call it. And I wanted to, you could use the whole thing, but I just wanted to kind of line some areas over here. Now, obviously, I'm just doing this to see how it looks, because this is going to be grass, and then this will all be trees eventually. But I'm just kind of doing it to just sort of see what this barn's going to look like with, it kind of around the side and everything. I just kind of want to get an idea, what we're dealing with there, because this is going to be really overgrown over here. It's going to be really kind of shaggy and not great looking. My opinion on Case Authentic. The combines are excellent. I think they did a fantastic job on the combines. Obviously the quad track, I've got one of those here. I'll just grab it real quick. It's another toy that's not ever too far away from me. is an authentic quad track. So a couple things. One, and you can see here, most of them came pigeon-toed, which is just really poor quality control on Ertl's part. And then two, they're lowriders. Like, they sit entirely too low. And this one's going to get the correct treatment one of these days when I get around to it. But that's so frustrating. Especially considering the 450, which was the wheeled version, is one of the best authentic tractors I think made, if not the best, because of the amount of detail, just how good it looked, how kind of right it was. So there's that. Now, as far as their two-wheel drives that they've done, I think they're pretty lackluster effort, to be honest with you. But it just kind of is what it is. Hey, all right, football god. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a great night. I need to get a clear cab TR Series New Holland. Yeah, that'd be cool. What's up, Farmer Derek? What's up, Jennifer? If you could have one tractor reissued, which one would it be? Man, that is a fantastic question. I want to say 1206 international. Now I realize we just got a 1206 in the anniversary set or the anniversary thing, but oh my gosh, are they expensive? Um, so, but I want to say 1206. Just like flood the world with a 1206. Other than that, John Deere 8850 would be awesome to see reissued. Uh, Absolutely, Chris. I will be a Redlands sponsor. Just need to know what Redlands needs from me, and we'll get it to him. Could you do a review of your John Deere 6030? Yeah, sure. Um, I can do that. Might be something. That might be a fun how-to video. Let me just grab it here real quick. It's going to be on the display too. Let's see here. How am I going to do this and kind of like have you guys be able to see it? Um, it's kind of funny how these lives always end up with me bringing out a whole bunch of tractors. So, hey, what's up? What's up, Sam? How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping by. What's your most used tractor on my model farm? Great question. So probably that Case 9190. That's going to be one of the big workhorses that does a lot of tillage. So probably that. There was something about that Black Knight case that was just a little bit off. Like I don't know how to put it into words, but something wasn't right there. You have any dump trucks? Not yes. Yes, I do. Actually, I don't. I have a couple dump trailers, but I do not have any dump trucks. Maybe I need to get a dump truck. Yeah, I do want to do an entire like this is how you customize a tractor video, start to finish. It's definitely on my list to do. I want to find a tractor that is easy enough to do that somebody can go, okay, I want to do this. Let's just, let's start doing it. Versus something like my 9190 that I just showed you guys. That's a pretty intensive build with lots of kind of proprietary parts that I make myself, things like that. And then I guess there's some value into doing a start to finish on something like that as well. So maybe down the road I will, but I definitely want to do. I just need to pick the right tractor. I've been kind of thinking on that. Hey Taylor, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well too. Everybody's good down here. We're hot. It's hot weather, but other than that, we're all good. Dump truck on the way. Love it. Yo, yeah, right? Yes, of course. Yeah, you guys wait and see what dump truck ends up on Dogtown. You guys are gonna love it. It's gonna be awesome. Does anybody know of an Alice WD series tractor? Somebody did a WD. Was it Scale Models did a WD? You'd have to gussy it up some, but it could be a nice tractor. What do you think about a 4430 open station rice and canes, of course, tri rib on the front, weathered up, awesome. That's it. Yeah, time will show hot, probably. Yeah. Um, yeah, we're probably hotter than that right now. So, in my experience, a John Deere 7800 might look good. You could do as much work, or that's a good call there. That's a great call, Sambo. Yeah, John Deere 7800. I wish there was 164 scale Terex stuff. You guys need to talk to Kyle Noonmaker and bug him a little bit more because I feel like it could be done if we bug him just a little bit more. Versatile bi-directional and a Bueller two-wheel drive. Agreed. I would love to have both of those. Don't even mention cab glass. Erdl. Okay, Erdl made the WD. Gotcha. Yeah, 7800 is something else with the cab glass. WD and WD 45. Okay. I knew there was one somewhere. Oh, I'm out of water. What a tragedy. Gonna have to switch to Dr. Pepper. Yeah, so Ertl's got that 164 scale WD, I think. I knew I saw one not too long ago. Okay, so somebody kind of wanted. I'll like do a review of this maybe with a video because it's late summer and honestly I'm a little low on tractors to review right now. Unless I kind of go into the Wayback Machine and grab some older stuff and do some reviews of it. Which maybe I don't know. Maybe you guys would like that. That might be kind of fun actually. I mean, I know that I obviously have many tractors I haven't done a review on, but maybe it'd be fun. I agree. Any construction equipment in 64 scale would be amazing at this point. Scratch built disc. What size? Because boy, there are several people making nice disc out there. Yeah, I might have done a video on this. I'd have to go. Excuse me. I have to go back and look. But this was a really simple custom. No, I say simple-ish custom. So obviously the rear tires. These came off a 4450 authentic, as did the side ladder and handrail, and as did the front wheel assist. It does turn like so. And then I don't know how well you can see it. I just scratch built my own console, and I just used some styrene, and then I used some straight pins for shift levers there. So just a real simple build, nothing over the top. Of course, now if you're going to use a 4450 authentic, that's like $100 build all of a sudden. But where to get Steiger tires, and you should make tires. So Adam Sunken, Mini Toy Truck and Tractor, or Chucky's Precision Parts and Rollers, those are your best place to get tires. They've got, between the two of them, they've got everything. They've got awesome tires. Chucky has incredible rim selection as well. And then as far as me making them, it just wouldn't be worth it to me where those guys are already doing it. Plus, I'm friends with both of those guys. So I don't want to step on their toes. I like both of those guys. It just wouldn't be right for me to do that. Review things that have been sent to you. That's a fantastic idea. And I just happen to know where to start on that. I've got a couple really cool custom trucks that some guy built for me, if you know who that is. Backhoe, modern backhoe, please God, yes. Please, modern backhoe. Please. We need one of those so bad. Meyer silage cart. Ooh, I don't off the top of my head. AC forklift, we need. A 40-foot sunflower. Do I make a 40-foot? No, I make a Kraus. I make a 50-foot Kraus. 40-foot sunflower. We should look into making one of those, shouldn't we? That'd be a great size. Do you have a right earthquake? You're gonna see the real thing this weekend. Super jealous. One, that you're gonna get to see the real thing. Super jealous. And two, I do have the 750. One of my all-time favorite toys. I think I've done a couple videos talking about that tractor, or at least that tractor was kind of featured in a couple videos. One of my all-time favorite toys, for sure. I wouldn't mind seeing a reissue of that, to be honest with you. Especially so I could get some more of those tires. Yeah, Chucky's super good. Super dude. Nice guy. Yep, he's what's really great about him and like kind of that whole group of guys there is they're more than happy to sort of share knowledge with you and with everybody, and that's just cool. That's what we need in this hobby. I mean, there's guys like, you see Chris here on this chat helping out, giving answers when he can. He's another one of those guys that are just like, you can walk up to him at show, he'll tell you how he's doing things. So guys like that to me are the best guys in this hobby. They're my favorite people. The guys that will help others. And especially will help younger guys or guys that are trying to like, oh, hey, how do you make this display or whatever. I just think that's cool. That's how we get this hobby to continue to grow, because I tell you what, guys, it's growing. And so, I don't know. Anyway, it's fun. And I just love that we have guys like that around. Jason, do you enjoy building customs or collecting? I really enjoy building customs more. And I guess the reason I say that is I'm running out of room for the collecting part. And so it's almost a little bit stressful because I'm like, oh gosh, so I got this thing now. Where am I going to put it? And so, I don't know. It's just one of those. Um, yeah, I like building, and I just like creating stuff too. I mean, it's just fun to sit down and tear something apart and then come up with something brand new, even if it's simple. Like I know you guys have seen my truck. Even if it's just something simple like this, where I'm literally just using, like this tank is from Kyle Noonmaker, Punky Kane's animation. All these toolboxes are from me, as well as the compressor, the generator. This is another Kyle welder set up there, and you just take this green light truck, $10 truck. I cut the stakes off, half size, put in, another $15-20 worth of parts, and you just got a really neat truck for your display. So I don't know. That's the kind of stuff I just really enjoy that. Not sure if anyone saw the newest service truck I did. I did, Landon. I thought it was super cool. I liked it a lot. Come to Rantoul anyway. I really wish I could. Um, yeah, I really wish I could. I would be there if I could swing it somehow. I would be, but that weekend's or that next week's just not a good week for me. Unfortunately, there's so much stuff going on right now. Can I build a custom 4450? Maybe this winter. We'll see. I got a million projects lined up. Basically, what I'm doing now, I have two huge projects for winter. Huge in not only scale but in the amount of work it's going to take. And then I'm trying to build for show season. And absolutely, you can message me. You bet. Anytime. Um, so, with that said, um, custom building, like I don't do a lot of custom building for others right now because I'm trying to get all my stuff together. So, I took a Greenlight 68 Chevy and made it a service truck. That's cool, James. That's really cool. What tire size should you put on your Steiger? Do you know what Steiger it is there, Reed, off the top of your head? Older, so just for reference, one of the things I do when I'm building a custom tractor is I will go to tractordata.com and I will find that model of tractor, and then once you click on that model, it will actually tell you the options, the tire options that those tractors were available with. Now, of course, you don't have to go by that. You can play around and mix and match. Like obviously, a Case 9190 slash Steiger Tiger never came with a 710 series Trelleborg tires. I mean, just didn't happen. But they obviously look super cool on that tractor. So that's one of those play around with it things. But typically, oh, okay, Landon, I'll catch you later. I'm going to shoot you a message later if that's okay. Um, Obviously, or like the older Steiger tractors would typically have like a 38 or a 34-inch tire, 35-inch tire, somewhere around there. They didn't have the big, tall, like 42s or 48s. But when you kind of get into the more, and I say more modern, obviously Steiger tractors, and I keep pointing this was Steiger Tiger before I made it a Case IH. Um, when you get to the more modern Steigers, so the 1980s or so, um, you see you can fit these more modern tires. These 38s and the 42s will generally fit under those. So it just depends on which one you're going with. But like I said, Tractor Data is a fantastic resource for anybody looking to see what tires would work on your toy tractor, because basically they'll work the real tractor's tires. They would correlate over to the toy. So oh, okay, front fuel tank, cool, yeah. So I have this. You see this rock face over here? This is one of my difficult spots. Getting that rock face to turn out the way I want it to, and it's just not coming out good. So that may end up being overgrown, ivy, or some sort of whatever, because I just don't care for the way that looked, and I've redone it about 5 times, and it's just been bull. The spec cast make a wide front Oliver 1800 with a loader. Oh, Um, I believe they have a wide front with a loader, but I don't know the number on it for sure. The great thing about SpecCast is give them time and they will have one because they're gonna milk that casting for all it's worth, and I don't blame them. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just, I bet they will eventually if they don't. Cat Lexion with no auger. Okay, we can probably come up with one of those. Where can I get one? Oh, and also, would you recommend on weather? What would you recommend on weathering tractors? Um, Actually, did a little video if you want to check that out on kind of how I do some weathering of tractors, and I think it works out nice. I always kind of like the way my tractors work out for the most part, um, and it's not super expensive or anything like that. So I think that might be your best bet there. Just want a tractor to match your grandpa's old 1800. That's cool. Yep, that's really cool. That's what it's all about, really. Uh, Stuff like that, getting those tractors that your family had and things like that. That's what it's all about. That's why I have a Massey '97 sitting over here beside me, and we'll always have one. I'm kind of debating on, and of course, like again, I'm not permanently placing anything here, so um, if this looks terrible, we're just gonna move it. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking like maybe this is grown up, and then it could be grass, and back here could be a something grown up in weeds. Tractor implement. I don't know for sure yet. So here's the Massey '97. And you guys have been around this channel at any time at all. You've heard me talk about Massey '97s before. Yeah. So this is the story goes. I actually never saw the real one of this. I mean, I've seen the real one, but not the one that my grandpa had or drove. But the story of this is I grew up and my dad was always telling me about how huge this tractor was when he was a little kid when they got it in the late '60s, and how he could stand in the tire and all that sort of thing. And so the tractor just kind of became legend to me at that point. And so I just love those tractors. It's just gonna always remind me of my dad and my grandpa. So it's just cool. That's what this is all about. I'll pay you to 3D print it. I'm an adult human with a job. Yeah, we can come up with one of those if you can give me a little time to sit down and do it. It won't be very expensive, I promise you that. Um, and who knows if you need one, somebody else probably does too. So PLA is not sticking to the printer bed. That's not good. That's not good. My favorite saying is, "It's so hot outside. I saw a bird getting a worm out of the ground with pot holders." But if you guys follow me on TikTok, which I haven't done a lot of TikTok lately, but I occasionally will do a really stupid joke like that, and some people like it, and sometimes I get hate mail for it. So, will you sell that 4-wheel drive tractor, and if so, how much? No, that one does not get sold. Um, that one stays on the farm. That's number one. That's the first one I ever did. With the full on conversion, with the new cab and the new engine and all that stuff. I am building a few others, so yeah, I'd love to have just about anything Putnam did. I mean, what an incredible builder. I'd just like to have a piece of his that just says, that just so I can say I got something of his. Can you make? Yeah, I mean, I can make. I'll make another one. The one I'm finishing up now is for my buddy Dave, if he's interested in it. Um, he kind of mentioned in passing to me one time he might like to have one. So, and I'll make a few more. I've got a handful more of those Erdls around that I can make. I can make. I think I was gonna make 5 total. 5 of the 9190, and I'm gonna try to do 5 of the Tiger converted like that too. So, I mean, yeah, we can do something. Just I'll it's just a matter of me getting the time to build it out, which is I'll get there. It's I know it's I know I would love to build quicker too, but unfortunately, real life and stuff. So who knows? Maybe someday I'll do this for a living, but that seems far fetched. That's too much. That's a little too much over there, I think. What do you guys think? That seems like a lot, doesn't it? I don't know. But I thought like maybe it'd be cool if I did. this and then some 12 millimeter static grass and maybe put like a rusty fuel tank back here. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what's the best. I don't know. Just be fun. What would be an estimated price? Oh, at least a couple $100 anyway. Where can we send you email? Oh, you just never know. I assume you'll be at National, Chris, right? I guess I might be stepping out, but of line there, but I assume you'll be at National. I should. So I don't know. You can always bring some hate mail to me. We've got a show the week after Labor Day, the weekend after Labor Day in Quincy, Illinois. It's just a small show in a gym. It's going to be a lot of fun, though. I'm excited about it. And give up your dancing career. Yes, it's so lucrative, though. I mean, everybody likes to see me shake it. I better not say anymore. It's going to get not PG if I do. Yeah, I gotta do something here. Got like this little lip here, and that's not gonna look good. I don't know. We're just like we're into too much stuff there. As I say that and keep adding to it. Obviously, I got to put ground clutter and stuff down first before I do that. It's not like I'm just like, hey, this is it, I'm done. This display has been a lot of experimentation with me because I've been doing things I really have never done before, like make a hill. Never really did that before, and to any great extent. Um, make a weed patch beside an old barn that my wife scratch built for me. Never done that before. So it's this whole thing's been a little bit of a learning experience, but it's been a lot of fun. And probably about the time I get it done, I'll be ready to start over and do another one just like it. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm just putting stuff there now. Yeah, that's way too much over there. Way too much. Put a weathered farm all behind there. That's definitely a thought. Generally do pay me to stop. That's typically how that works. Hey, Landon made it back. Well, I wasn't very long. You were gone. That's a good deal. I did. Let's see. Let me see if I can grab those out. So I was going to initially, with this little corner patch here, I was going to put a few hay bales over here, which those trees are conveniently blocking now. But I think I've decided I don't want to do that. I think I like this whole area a little more shaggy as versus having like a little bit of a hayfield there. But we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. Slowly making the Lafayette lineup. Nice. I'm excited to hear about that. So those hay bales came from Brad Dunow. I hope that's how you pronounce his name. So as far as how they're made, I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure they're dowel rods. He put some glue on them, shook some static grass over them, and then put like the wrap around them. They look very nice. He did a great job on them. So, yeah. And I need hay bales on my display. Like I need a hole in my head. I don't have a whole lot of cows, but we're gonna have a few, just like a little hobby cow thing. Slowly deciding if I should bring a display to Lafayette. Do it. Do it. Yeah, I Lafayette's going to be a great time again this year. I'm excited. Malachi says no. I think competition's a good thing. Get you guys going against each other. You'll be, I mean, who knows? It'll be crazy what you guys can do. Actually, a pro rapper. I need, I don't know, just do something nobody's ever done before, right? Easier said than done. Or just do something somebody's done before really well. I have an idea for a display. I've wanted to do it for years and take it to maybe St. Louis or someplace like that, but it's a time situation. Um, so the only thing I heard, Chris, is somebody said to me, I'm not gonna name drop, but I heard it's gonna be a go. But obviously, if it's gonna be a go, they need to get their butt around to advertising it like yesterday. Um, so um, anyway, that's what I heard from a reasonably reputable source. Obviously, things can change. Um, yeah, if time allows, I'm going to take a mini display to Janesville, Wisconsin this year, if time allows. I've got it planned out already. So, hey, what's up, Connor? Oh, Connor's first truck, a first gen Dodge. Oh, I just dropped a bomb on my wife about the Janesville mini display. We talked about this already, I think. What's up, country boy yee yee? Shout out. How's it going? Working on a little display. That's awesome. Connor, get a boat instead. They say the two best days of your life are the day you buy your boat and the day you sell your boat. And from people I know that own boats, I think that's true. Oh, I believe you did there, Landon. I believe you did open a whole new can of worms here. I'm working on a cornfield display. Very cool. Love to see that. I went to the summer show. I did not like the drift. 16 hours. Woo! Woo! That's a long one, my friend. That's a long one. Never sell my boat, just trade. Okay, all right. Fair enough. Fair enough. So the more I sit here and look at this area that I've done, the more I dislike it. So there's no way that stays there. I'm thinking up under here, and I don't know what yet. Obviously, I got to put the static grass and all that stuff down. But I'm thinking some sort of small, older implement, possibly a chisel or a small disc, something like that. Maybe stored up under there. And who knows, maybe even put a tractor on front of it. We'll see. Always open to ideas there. From Oklahoma to Dyersville. We'll be a while before we do that trip again, but it's worth it. Yeah, yeah, I definitely get that you don't want to do that all the time, but yeah, it's fun. It's a good memory. Um, yeah, it'd be cool. Shoe your boat in the water. That's a solid dream right there. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I always kind of thought a houseboat would be cool, but I'm also kind of weird, so As long as I had room for farm toys. That might be the tricky part. Hey, I'm happy to announce I can feel the side of my face again. As I said earlier, I had a filling filled. I'm ready to get something to drink and actually be able to taste it. Do you have an air seeder cart laying around somewhere that you will sell? I'm in need of one. I do not have any air seeder carts around, unfortunately. Get seasick easy. Yeah, I'd say boats are not good for you. Yeah, that's a no-no. For sure. Let's I love how people like. Well, I got a group of buddies. Some old car buddies. We text back and forth every day in this Google chat, and I swear they get active as soon as I go live, and then my phone's buzzing, and so on and so forth. Yeah, but Chris, you drive from Oklahoma to Dyersville in your sleep. That's nothing for you. Let's get this. I mean, I know you guys have seen this trailer before. I was gonna get a little traffic. Somebody asked if I had a dump trailer. I believe this is a first gear trailer, and what I did is painted it because we had a real trailer just exactly like this when I was younger, and I just thought it looks awesome on this C60 that Tony did for me. Absolutely special build there for me for sure. Let's get you guys a different view. You guys have been looking at that view for this whole time. Let's get you something else, huh? Tell you what else I'm going to do. Maybe. I'm going to pull up some trees here. And I'm going to put down some ground cover while we're just chatting. So I started to here a while back. And then I got sidetracked. If you're wondering why I'm putting the stakes in, so I know where the trees are. If you're just wondering what's going on there. You can see I started putting some down, and I don't know, I just wasn't in the mood or something. I don't know, I wasn't digging it, so I stopped that day. Oh, I forgot. I lost where that hole was. Where'd that hole go? There it is. Silliness. Okay, and that guy goes right there. I'm going to go ahead and move him too. Need a versatile view. Yeah, yes, Ertl made a WD in 1/64 scale. Yeah, there is a 64 scale WD. A telephone kit. I don't know. Oh, I have school tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to it, but it's Wednesday. Yeah, I got you. I hear you. I mean, I don't have school tomorrow, obviously, but I'm glad the week's half over. It's been a week so far for me, but get to come on and chat with you guys on Tuesday night, so that's kind of makes it all worth it. I think it's exciting. I always enjoy it. So I'm just gonna sprinkle. I'm not gonna go super heavy here. I got a little heavy in this area, which you guys can probably see on camera, and so I'm not going to go super heavy. And again, if you guys missed last week, this is just real leaves that I've crushed up. School starts in 2 weeks. I use Woodland Scenics road kits for the roads. Super easy to use. Yeah, all the schools here are already started. Got CrossFit school and basketball and golf, sometimes tennis. Holy cow. You stay busy. I remember when I was young and played sports all the time. Those days are long gone. Now the only time I'm going to run is if I'm being chased by something. Played a lot of football, baseball growing up. Played, I don't know, played basketball with friends, but I never played school ball or anything like that. I could shoot okay, but I wasn't fast, and that's about it. I definitely wasn't good enough to be on a team, I don't think. 3-mile sprinting. Oh my lord. Well, I did track as well when I was in school. I forgot about that. Believe it or not. Threw shot put and discus, and I also ran the 4x100 relay one time. So, fun stuff. Imagine having school, right? Like, oh. I'd see you later, John. Yeah, school makes me just no. And don't get me wrong, I didn't hate it. It's just, I'm glad those days are over. And I never want them to come back. All right, looking for my pipettes. Where did they go? There they are. All right. I'm just gonna. What do you use to hold down your dirt and grass? So I use just good old Elmer's glue, white glue as my base, and then what I do is I go over the top of it with some isopropyl alcohol, and what that will do is that will help your glue, your next layer of glue, soak in. Then I mix up water and glue, roughly, let's call it 40% glue, 60% water. And I just mist it. You need a good misting spray over it, and that will hold everything in place. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm sticking down what I just stuck down, if that makes sense, what I just put down. Probably should move that truck, but I have faith in my aiming ability here. And the reason I'm not spraying this down is because some of this stuff is chunky, and the spray won't do the job that just using a pipette and my water glue mixture will do. If that makes any sense at all. Especially where some of my, oh, you know what I should have added, and we still can. I've got a pretty good texture going through here. It's, it's a roadside, so I don't want it to be like this perfect, pristine thing, or at least where I'm come from, roadsides aren't that. I'm gonna just, whoops, that went a little bit much. You don't want to like flood it on here like I just did, because that's no bueno. Come through and do this again. That's a little bit much, isn't it? Anyway, this will hold it down. The road is Woodland Scenics Road Kit, I believe is what it's called. Yeah, the big old jug of Elmer's glue, super cheap, highly recommended. I'm going to, just to give this a little more color, because you can see I've got a lot of light green, I've got a little medium green, and I'm going to add just a little darker green. This is from Bachman's ground cover, and I'm just going to do a tiny bit of this. I don't want a super heavy amount of this stuff on here. I just want to, from a distance, just give it something to break up that lighter green, is what I'm after here. And again, I am no pro at this. This is just me. I've been experimenting with some things, and I'm kind of digging the way this is looking. I should have done this before I glued it down. I mean, before I just did that last step. So, you work for a company that owns Elmer's glue. That's kind of cool. Who owns Elmer's glue? Is that 3M? I don't know who owns Elmer's. Unilever, maybe? Sounds probably Unilever, right? Maybe? I don't know. How long have you been working on Dogtown? 30 years. I mean, realistically, yeah. I mean, it's never done. It's always something different. It's always a different iteration. And, yeah. Okay, let's stop before that gets too heavy and too cluttery. And then I want to Oops, that's dark stuff too. Here's my light stuff. Ooh, that might be too light though. Just gonna just the tiniest bit, just to get some highlight in here. The name Dogtown came from where I lived when I was younger. I mean, it's it's the same town I live in now, but my grandpa always said that our part of town, when he was younger, was called Dogtown. So I thought, what the heck? That'll be kind of a nod back to the history of my town a little bit. Whoa, that was too much. I don't know. Just I don't know. Just thought it'd be fun. Oh, I like it. Newell brands. Oh, okay. There we go. I was gonna get it right eventually, probably, maybe. All right, now to put my trees back where they're supposed to be. Before that glue dries, I guess I really do. Totally just missed. Totally took my eye off where I pulled that tree out. Now I'm going to be hunting for where that hole is. I have to come back to that one after I get the others put in. Jeez. There it is. I know I'd find it eventually. All right. Oh, just there we go. This right there. Just putting a little glue in there to just hold these trees. These trees are have been a little floppy, and therefore kind of a pain. Yeah, let's see. Let's do something like that. I kind of like this bigger tree for this, is sort of what I've got it planned for. And then I kind of am tapering to some smaller trees as I work my way over. And last but not least, that. And these are kind of some. Oh, whoops. Oh, I missed a big tree. Where did I miss that tree coming from? Not good. Not good. Oh, you know what? Oh no, that one might be stuck. No, it's not. That one. And now I got pieces of it falling off. There we go. I thought that looked weird because I thought I had a bigger tree there. And I did. Again, not a pro at this, as you can tell. Just having fun. I can probably come up with another one of those rams. I'll have to do a little hunting. I can probably come up with one, and I mean, I have all the parts. If you want to build your own, you can get those from me. Sharpies, Rubbermaid paper. Oh, nice, awesome. Okay, yeah, Sharpies. This is like one of my favorite tools ever. I use Sharpie for everything. Every day I use Sharpie for something. It's kind of cool, nice. All right. Well, I think I'm 3 minutes over time actually right now. So I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna pop this down and just let you guys see my underbrush and just tell me what you think of it. Does it look good? I know that part doesn't look good because that's not supposed to be there. Does it look good? Is it too cluttery? Did I put too much stuff there? I would appreciate your guys' opinions there. I'm really trying to get this corner knocked out. I like it too. So, but when you do things yourself, sometimes you get a little invested and a little biased. So, but I do like it. Yeah. Yeah. I probably at some point in the story there'll be a tree down. I would say in the field somewhere. It just makes sense once we get to that part. Oh, thanks, Mello. Appreciate that. I don't know. That just makes sense to me. So, to kind of clump up there a little bit more. Any idea how to make farm decals for my semis? You can get decal paper, and then if you're super good and super careful at cutting, you can make them yourself. I've done it a few times, but yeah, I would love to kind of have a professional to do them for me. To be honest with you, must say I'm a big fan of your work. I really appreciate that, Mello. Really appreciate that. Chris likes it. All right, that's a good deal. Price shipped. I don't know. I'd have to figure it out. Banging stuff to sell. Well, anyway, guys, it's 8:30. I know a lot of you guys got to get to school in the morning, and I got to get to work in the morning. Dogtown looks great. I appreciate that. I really do. Just made my own. Don't have much space, so it's just a field. Cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, even if it's just a field, that's great. I'm just glad to see people getting involved in it. You can always grow and change as you go along down the road sometime. I started with just a field too when I was younger, and just kind of got started on this. I know guys my age that are just getting started on this, and they just have a field. So, yeah, I think that's fantastic. So, I'm just glad to hear people getting into it and making displays. To me, that's what this is all about. So, all right, guys. Yeah, go ahead and shoot me a message, Jeremiah. That's fine. Um, anyway, appreciate you coming and hanging out with me on a Tuesday evening. So I hope y'all have a great Wednesday, and I hope y'all have a great rest of the week. So thank y'all so much, and I'm seeing your suggestions there. I like that idea a lot, Model Tracker Maker. I like that idea a lot. Oh, that's really cool, Mello. That's really cool. So, all right, guys, thank you so much. Have yourselves a great day and a happy tractor hunting.